The Epstein Files generally refer to court documents, investigative records, flight logs, depositions, and related materials connected to the criminal cases and civil lawsuits involving Jeffrey Epstein. In recent years, especially after court-ordered unsealing of records in the United States, these documents have been widely discussed online, often alongside speculation about prominent public figures. One name that sometimes appears in online rumors is Narendra Modi. As of verified public records and credible investigations, there is no established evidence linking Modi to Epstein's criminal network. Below is a detailed explanation of the Epstein Files, what they contain, how they became public, and the status of claims involving global political figures. 1. Who was Jeffrey Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein was an American financier who cultivated relationships with wealthy and influential individuals across politics, business, academia, and entertainment. In 2008, he pleaded guilty in Florida to state charges involving solicitation of prostitution from a minor and served a controversial plea deal that many critics considered overly lenient. In July 2019, Epstein was arrested again on federal sex trafficking charges in New York. Prosecutors allege that he operated a large-scale trafficking network involving underage girls over many years. In August 2019, Epstein died in jail while awaiting trial. His death was officially ruled a suicide, though it has been the subject of widespread public speculation. 2. What are the Epstein Files? The term Epstein Files is informal and broadly refers to court documents from civil and criminal cases, deposition transcripts, victim testimonies, flight logs from Epstein's private jet, contact books and address books, documents unsealed by court order. One of the most significant document releases came from a defamation lawsuit filed by Virginia Giuffre, one of Epstein's accusers, against Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell. Maxwell was later convicted in 2021 of sex trafficking and conspiracy charges related to Epstein's activities. In 2023 to 2024, additional documents were unsealed by federal courts in New York. These documents included names of individuals mentioned in depositions and testimony. Importantly, courts clarified that being named in the documents does not imply wrongdoing. Many individuals were mentioned simply because they had social, professional, or incidental contact with Epstein. 3. What do the files contain? The released documents include A. Flight logs. Epstein owned private aircraft, sometimes referred to in media as the Lolita Express. Flight logs recorded passengers who traveled with him. These logs have been analyzed extensively by journalists. However, appearing in a flight log does not automatically indicate involvement in criminal activity. B. Contact lists. Epstein's address book reportedly contained thousands of names, including politicians, academics, celebrities, and business leaders. Again, inclusion in a contact book does not prove criminal participation. C. Depositions and testimony. Victims and witnesses provided sworn testimony in civil lawsuits. These documents sometimes mention powerful individuals, either as alleged participants or as people present at certain events. Courts have emphasized that allegations in depositions are claims, not necessarily verified facts. D. Financial records and estate documents. After Epstein's death, investigations examined his financial networks and estate management. These documents sought to trace funding sources and assets potentially used in facilitating crimes. 4. Why were the files unsealed? Many documents were initially sealed to protect victims' identities and preserve ongoing investigations. Media organizations and public interest groups later petitioned courts to unseal materials, arguing that public accountability required transparency. In 2024, a U.S. federal judge ordered the unsealing of additional records tied to the Giuffre v. Maxwell case. This led to renewed media attention and online speculation about prominent names. 5. Global political figures and speculation. Because Epstein associated with influential individuals worldwide, speculation frequently spreads online about politicians from multiple countries. Some of these claims are based on documented social connections. Others are unverified rumors amplified through social media. It is important to distinguish between verified appearances in documents, allegations made in testimony, confirmed criminal charges, unsupported internet claims. In many cases, people named in the files have not been accused of crimes by prosecutors. 6. Narendra Modi and the Epstein Files. As of all publicly available court documents, investigative journalism, and official reporting, Narendra Modi has not been charged in connection with Epstein. He has not been formally accused in unsealed Epstein court filings. No credible investigative body has presented evidence tying him to Epstein's trafficking activities. Online posts sometimes claim that global leaders are implicated in Epstein documents, but such claims often lack citation or rely on misinterpretations of public records. It is common for misinformation to spread when high-profile scandals intersect with politics. Given the scale of the Epstein investigation and the intense international scrutiny, any substantiated link to a sitting head of government would likely be the subject of major global reporting and official legal action. No such verified reporting exists regarding Modi. 7. How misinformation spreads. The Epstein case has become a focal point for conspiracy theories for several reasons. Epstein's connections to wealthy elites, the controversial 2008 plea deal, his death in federal custody, the secrecy surrounding sealed court documents. When documents are partially unsealed, names often circulate without context. Social media posts may claim that being mentioned equals guilt. In reality, court documents frequently list individuals for many reasons, including being interviewed as witnesses, attending social events, professional interactions, being referenced in secondhand testimony. The distinction between allegation, mention, and proof is crucial. 8. Legal and political implications Epstein's case triggered. Reforms and prosecutorial oversight. Increased scrutiny of plea agreements, expanded victim compensation programs, greater public awareness of trafficking networks. His associate Ghislaine Maxwell's conviction marked one of the most significant legal outcomes tied to the network. Despite widespread public demand, many expected indictments of powerful individuals have not materialized, likely due to the high evidentiary standards required in criminal prosecutions. 9. Why the topic resurfaces periodically. The Epstein Files tend to resurface in media cycles when new documents or unsealed elections approach. Political debates intensify, conspiracy content trends online, global leaders often become subjects of rumor, simply due to their visibility and status. However, legal systems operate based on documented evidence, not online speculation. 10. Current status of the Epstein case. Jeffrey Epstein is deceased, and federal criminal proceedings against him ended upon his death. However, civil lawsuits against his estate continued. Ghislaine Maxwell is serving a prison sentence. Investigations into associated financial and trafficking networks have occurred, though major new indictments have been limited. There is no active public legal proceeding involving Narendra Modi in connection with Epstein. Conclusion. The Epstein Files refer to a collection of court documents, depositions, flight logs, and related materials tied to Jeffrey Epstein's criminal case and civil litigation involving victims and associates. These records have revealed the breadth of Epstein's social connections but do not automatically establish criminal guilt for individuals named within them. As for Narendra Modi, there is no verified evidence in publicly available court documents, investigative journalism, or official proceedings that links him to Epstein's trafficking crimes. Claims circulating online should be carefully evaluated against credible legal records and established reporting. Given the seriousness of the Epstein case and its global implications, it is essential to separate documented facts from rumor. Court documents, investigative findings, and official charges, not social media speculation, remain the authoritative sources for determining involvement. If you would like, I can also provide a breakdown of the most significant individuals actually charged or legally implicated in the Epstein network, or summarize the major document releases chronologically.